Hi friends, in the last session we are discussing about thin films. So let me recap the thin film structure and go for the derivation. So we are considering a parallel thin film. Something like this, whose thickness is say T and whose refractive index is mu. Mu is the refractive index. Now we are assuming that there is an incident ray, let us say AB, on the upper surface of the first layer. Now we all know that part of this incident ray gets reflected like this from this surface, part is transmitted. So therefore I am drawing a normal here. So this will be the angle of incidence I, we all know that. Now from here this ray gets, part is reflected like this and part is transmitted like this into inside of the film BC. So AB is the incident ray, BC is the transmitted ray, and BE is the reflected ray from the upper surface. Now this will become angle of refraction. The ray that got transmitted here again gets reflected CD, let us say, and then emerges out like this, all as DF, right? Now, by the time the ray gets reflected from B and comes out as BE, the transmitted ray travels from B to C and then C to D. So there is a path difference. Let us call this as ray 1 and this as ray 2. So there is a difference, path difference between ray 1 and ray 2, light ray 2. So in order to find the path difference, I am drawing a normal DZ here. Idea is from the points D and G onwards, thereafter the light, both the rays travel uniformly up to infinity. So for calculating the path difference, geometrically I am drawing a perpendicular here. I call it as DH. So it is making a right angle here. So this is basic logic. Now you have two triangles here. This is H. BCH is one triangle, CDH is another triangle. So hope you are clear about this logic. Okay. Now see the mathematical approach. Now I am trying to find the path difference between ray 1 and ray 2. As explained to you earlier, by the time the ray travels from B to G, this is G. By the time this ray travels from B to G, the transmitted ray has to travel from B to C and C to D. So this is much longer. So path difference is this difference of this. So therefore How do we calculate? To calculate the path difference, here is the medium air. Here is the medium film whose refractive index is mu. Air refractive index we all know it is 1. So the path into refractive index gives you the path difference. So the path difference between ray 1 and ray 2 can be computed as mu into, that means I am calculating the path within the film. So the refractive index of film is mu and the path is BC and CD. Therefore mu into BC plus CD, that is in the film, minus mu into mu of air is 1. Therefore you need not write 1 into this path BG. So you can write BG in A. This is the basic formula you have to understand. Between the two rays, the path difference is this one. Mu into BC plus CD minus BC net. Mu into BC plus CD means within the film the path travelled minus outside the film the path travelled. In both cases you have refractive index as a multiplication factor. But in the case of a thin film, inside the refractive index is taken as mu, outside only there is air. Therefore here you don't get mu value here. This is 1 into. So this equation you have to remember as equation 1. Clear? Now, if this is angle of refraction R, this will be angle of refraction R, this will be angle of refraction R. Now take the triangle BCH. Now we have to find the value of BC and also we have to find the value of CD, because in this equation you have two values. You have to find BC, you have to find CD, and also you have to find BG. So if I want to find BC and CD, BC is available in this triangle, CD is available in this triangle, BG is available in this triangle. So therefore, for this triangle, BC is the hypotenuse, BCH. So I will use trigonometric functions to calculate. So therefore, from triangle BCH, you can find cos R, cosine of the R, take the triangle. What is cos R? That is HC by BC. HC by BC. That is the adjacent side by the opposite side, by the hypotenuse. So HC means, HC is nothing but the thickness T. So therefore cos R is equal to HC by BC, that is T by BC. Now cross multiply, BC equal to T by cos R. This is one expression you got. Now in this expression you got value for BC. Now you have to look for CD. So on the same lines for CD, you take this triangle, DCH triangle if you take. So again, this is the hypotenuse. You can find cos R again. So therefore, similarly, in triangle DCH, that means I am taking this triangle DCH. I will find cos R. So cos R again is HC by CD. So cos R is equal to HC by CD. HC is T, thickness, and CD. Again you cross multiply. So then you will have CD is equal to T by cos R. So you got CD as T by cos R, you got BC as T by cos R. That means in this expression, both BC and CD comes to around T by cos r. So from these two expressions, CD equal to T by cos r and BC equal to T by cos r, we can conclude that BC is equal to CD is equal to T by cos r. Call it as equation 2. Okay. Now come back to equation 1. In equation 1, we are trying to find the path difference between light ray in 1, light ray 2. Why? Because, as I said earlier, the direct light which is incidenting the AB ray AB, when it is incidenting on the upper part of this layer, gets reflected like this. That is ray 1. The other part of it is which got transmitted here. This becomes an incident ray for this surface at this end. At this lower end, it again gets reflected and then emerges out. So this is light ray 2. In fact, these from here onwards, they travel with the same phase. So therefore, these two rays interfere or superimpose to form the interference fringes. So therefore, there is a path difference. By the time the ray reaches from B to G, inside it has to travel from B to C and then C to D. So hence we have drawn a normal here. That means from D and G onwards, they travel together. So because from these points the light will travel at equal distances. Till then there is a path difference. We have to calculate the path difference between these two. To calculate the path difference, we have obtained this expression. In this expression, we are trying to find the values of BC and CD. Just now we got it. Now we have to find BG. Now if you see the BG, now you have to calculate BD first, because in this triangle. Now BD is BH plus HD. This is to be obtained from this triangle. That is, BG is to be calculated. BG is a part of this triangle. Therefore, this side is also required. This side is BD. BD from the diagram is BH plus HD. So that I am trying to represent here. So therefore, to find BG, first we find BD, which is BH plus HD. BH plus HD. I am repeating. Look at the diagram again. In this expression 1 or equation 1, these two values we got. This is what we have to find out before substituting. So that BG, you can see in the diagram, is in this triangle. To find BG, you may require this side. So in order to find BG, first we have to find BD. But BD is BH plus HD. Clear? Now interestingly, BH is in this triangle, HD is in this triangle. So we will try to find out. So BD is equal to BH plus HD. So take triangle BHC. We want to find BH. Take the triangle BHC. Now you can, R is here, angle R is here. So you can find tangent of this. Tan R if you take in this triangle, tan R will be BH by CH or HC. CH or HC is nothing but the thickness T. So therefore from this triangle BHC, if I find tan R, it will be BH by HC. So I will write in triangle BHC, tan R is equal to BH by HC. Look at the diagram. BH by HC. HC is T. So therefore, this is BH by T. That means BH is equal to T tan R. Right? So in this equation BH we got. Now we have to find DH. So here, for that, you can take this triangle. For DH, DH is this one. Already you found BH. Here also you have to find HD. Again you can use tan R. So it is DH by CH. So in this triangle, I having found BH. Similar value you can find. So similarly, in triangle DCH, triangle DCH means this we are taking. HD we have to find. So if you take tan R, it is HD by HC. Tan R triangle BCH, tan R is equal to HD by CH or HC. That is HD by thickness T. Cross multiply, so you will find HD or DH as T tan R. HD has come as T tan R, BH has come as T tan R. So if you see this expression 1, here BH plus HD, you will find BD. So therefore, from this we can conclude that BD we are trying to calculate, which is found to be BH plus HD, it is equal to T tan R plus T tan R. That is 2T tan R. Therefore, BD is equal to 2T tan R. Right. So, in the diagram, we got the value of BD. Now we have to find BG. Now from this triangle we can find BGD triangle you take. Right? This triangle you take, BGD triangle, you can find sine value. So BGD, if I take the triangle BGD, what is sine I? BG by BD. BG by BD is the sine of the angle of this. Okay. Now here you can, one interesting thing you can observe. Let me give you a small hint. Suppose you have taken a wave like this, traveling. This is the propagation. Crust and trough. So there is a phase difference, no? This is 180. The phase difference between crust and trough is 180. Whereas there is no phase change. If the wave is like this or wave is like this, then there is no phase difference. So like that, if you take here, the ray transmitted here and coming like this, that means here absolutely you have no phase change. That is what you have to remember. Now this angle is I. This is I, this is I. Sine value if you want to calculate, it is BZ by BD from this triangle. From the triangle BZD, sine I equal to BG by BD. That is what I am trying to write here. So if you take the triangle BGD, sin I is equal to BG by BD. So from this directly you can calculate, therefore BG cross multiply is equal to BD sin I. Now you already calculated BD. BD is equal to 2T tan R. So therefore you can write BG as 2T tan R sin I. That is BG. Got the value? Now Having got the value of Bg, also try to understand that from Snell's law in light, we know that refractive index mu equal to sin I by sin R. This is a ratio. So therefore from this, what is sin I? Sin I is equal to mu sin R. Got it? So this value of sin I, we will try to substitute here. So now, what this equation will become? So these are the values we got. This we got from Snell's law. So by substituting, therefore, Bg will become 2t tan R. What is sin I? Mu sin R. Just rearrange that. Therefore, Bg will become, I will bring mu forward. So it becomes 2 mu t tan R sin R. Called as equation 4. So from equation 4 we got the value of Bg. From this equation we got the value of Bc. From this equation we got the value of CD. So now if you see the very first equation for path difference between the two rays, we got the values of BC, CD and now BG. Putting all these values in equation 1, from equation 1, I can directly substitute, but for your understanding I am bringing equation 1 again for your reference. What is equation 1? Path difference between light ray 1 and light ray 2 is equal to mu into BC plus CD minus BG. This is in film, this is in air. This is the equation we got. Now we got values for BC, we got values for BC and CD. So substituting equations 2, 3, 4 in equation 1, we get, what we will get? Path difference is equal to, simple substitution, BC, mu into BC plus CD. So if you see mu into BC plus CD, mu into BC plus CD, T by cos R plus T by cos R. That is what mu into BC plus CD minus BG. What is BG? BG is found to be 2 mu T tan R sin R. So that is minus 2 mu T tan R sin R. This is the equation. Now if we expand it, T by cos R plus T by cos R is 2T by cos R. So therefore this becomes 2 mu T by cos R minus 2 mu T tan R sin R. Got it? Now let us simplify this. So this is 2 mu T by cos R minus, look at the second expression. Tan R means sin R by cos R. So 2 mu T sin r by cos r into sin r. This tan r I have expanded that. Tan r is nothing but sin by cos is tan. This is equal to 2 mu t by cos r minus 2 mu t sin square r by cos r. Sin r into sin r equal to sin square r. So take 2 mu t by cos r as a common factor from both the terms on the right hand side. So therefore this becomes 2 mu t by cos r. If taken out as a common factor, this will become 1 minus, here you have sin square r. Right. Now that is 2 mu t cos r into 1 minus sin square is cos square only. Na? This is cos square r. Because since 1 minus sin square r is equal to cos square r. Similarly here, why we have written this? You can put it in brackets if you want. Since tan r is equal to sin r by cos r. Since tan r equal to sin r by cos r, we have substituted sin r by cos r for tan r here. So having simplified here, after taking out the common factor out, you will have 1 minus sin square r. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Using the trigonometric expression, 1 minus sin square r equal to cos square r. So that I substituted. So this cos r will get out here. So therefore, you will be left with 2 mu t, 1 cos r will go 2 mu t cos r. So this 2 mu t cos r is the path difference. 2 mu t cos r. This is the expression for path difference in thin films where interference fringes are formed. This is also known as cosine law. Please remember. This is also known as cosine law. This expression is very important. Here we have to understand few points. Let me go for that. If you see the diagram, at point B, reflection is occurring. Reflection is occurring from the upper surface of the thin film. Thin film is the denser medium, air is the rarer medium. Remember, this is thin film I said. Inside is the thin film. Compared to air, this is the denser medium. So therefore, light ray 1 goes extra phase change here. Pi is the phase change. Na? So there is an addition at point B. Reflection is occurring from the upper surface of the thin film